Just in time as well, by the look of it. Right, Portsmouth Harbour 5, let's pick up the passengers. We've had no instructions, but we're picking up the passengers anyway. We've got a light on. It's a feeble little light. And we don't need that, we only need that. Let's get our first snapshot. Excuse me, sir, we are taking snapshots. You have 2 claims of hacks. Why do you have 2 claims of hacks? Train prawn. I have no idea what you're... You were at this station a few weeks ago now. I've never been to this station. Myself. Oh, I hear... Oh, I thought I heard a grunk or a 37 coming in. Let's put it into forwards. Right away, driver. Ding ding. Do we get the ding dings back? No. Well, it's raining anyway, so we can put that on. We have the green. Unacceptable scores on TS. What, you mean I've beaten you? Right, go via Fratton number 1. Oh, so we're not stopping at the contest. Oh, I forgot to do a contest. There we go. Contest is on. He's only got 250 because he's just started. I wonder why that just whistled. Everyone's betting gold. Have they not seen me drive? You're free to bet gold, guys. Keep going. Puts more confidence in. Bring that up. Presume when 300 yards at the platform. I think it was like the train that pulled in that was told to open its doors for 30 seconds, and it's so loud that we could still hear it. Yeah, that's what I think. CK. It's the one that was in the station. Right, we're going to let that slow down to 15. He says we might need the assistance of some brakes. Yeah, we're going to assist it with a bit of braking. Just a spot more. There we go. Chrome liner. Do it all without the space. Why has that not worked? Possibly because you've not got that many points. Mr. President, welcome. It is tickets. Brakes? Nah, you don't. Nah, we don't use brakes. I don't, anyway. Right, we've got the upline. I'm guessing that's what the U stands for. Kind of makes sense if it does. Nice and slow. Black keyboard with lights off. We're rolling down the hill. No, wrong brake. And that was... Please release. Thought we'd stop there, have a look at the view. Let's just have a look. Isn't that a lovely view of the wall? Do we have cab lights? No. Do we have instrument lights? No. We have nothing works in this cab. We'll make that 74, shall we, Scotsman? Right, we're going via Fratton. And we're supposed to be there by now. Not going to happen. Making a year's gameplay at least an hour. Right, first stop is Havant number 1 in 6 miles. Right, we have the 80 limit. Nice and steady. We're only going to 80. We might be able to get 85, but I think by the time we get there we'll be a bit too close to the 80 limit. Hey, Stick, welcome. What do you mean, what haven't I got, Mr. Harrison? I haven't got a cold or a headache or anything like that. I haven't got those things. I haven't got £1 million. There's the more for the 50. Right, slowing for the 50 now. can never remember the calls for EV. Oh. I can never remember the 4 EVP or the 4 SIG or what on earth any of that means. Right, back up to 85. Speeding. I'm not speeding. Shush. Hey, 30763, welcome. And Gavt, good evening. How are we all? Right, we've got a 60 limit coming up. Good, glad that you're okay. Right, we've got just over 2 miles to haven't. Is that we haven't got just over 2 miles? Vestibule electric pneumatic brake. Yeah, no, I have no idea. Doesn't help. Alright, we're going to get a Morpeth board in a moment. There it is. For the 60. So we'll start to brake. Need to reach 70 by the signal. Yeah, we're fine. We can release the brake now. We're still slightly late according to this, but we're fine. There we go, down to 60. In time for the marker. And there's the warning for the 40. Can we look outside? Let me get into the station stick and then by all means we can have an outside view. Passenger door, almost every window is a SIG. And a big of 3 sets of doors in one carriage. One in the middle and one at each end. And a big is like a SIG but had a buffet car in the set. Oh, okay. Sounds on these old EMUs are just awesome. Is the compressor sound that thing that's clicking? Right, there we go. It heard you. Since they are based on Mark 1 stock. Huh? That's not me, is it? No. No, that's the one next to me. Right. Let's have a nice screenshot from here. Does that look like me? Does a little bit. Looks about as gormless as I do. Right away, driver. Let's go. Release the brake. We'll do a drive-by from... No, we won't, because we're not on the right. We'll do a drive-by from here. Look at that for perfect, seamless... I think I just saw... When that goes by, I'm going to pause it. I think I just saw somebody in the train. Captain is... Yep. You guys agree then? Right, excuse me, I'm looking for somebody on this train. And I was certain that they were wearing a green top. Don't tell me that. No, it's you again. You're always fooling me. No, not you. Nope. Yeah, I think it was just him again. Sent to form me. Yeah, it wasn't who I thought it was. Shame. I don't even know if she's in the game. No. Nope. Can't find her. Okay, let's get on with the ride. Yeah, it was made for Suburban. There was more doors per carriage. Ah. Used to go on these all the time when you were a kid. I never went on one of these. We didn't have electric rails, right? Well, it was overhead. It still is. But the branch that I live on still isn't electrified, so it's diesels all the way. I don't really remember the main stock that we used to go on. CptnJenks simulator. Now here we see the not so wild CptnJenks sitting at his PC. Yeah, I'm looking for Mrs. Jenks, but she's not in there. Nobody as yet has found her. Hey, Spongebats, welcome. Which reminds me, we have the official result of the competition. That will be announced later. Right, we've got a 70 coming up. We might go beyond it and slow back down. There's the Morpeth for it. No, Katie, she wasn't there, I'm afraid. That wasn't Mrs. Jenks. Oh, we have a new follower. Let's ease off the power and find out who that is. Spongebats, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Right, we're within the 65 limit. Sorry, Katie. Right, Morpeth for the 75. We aren't even up to the 85 yet. Neither did Mr. Harrison, I'm afraid. That wasn't Mrs. Jenks in Germany. And neither did Nell Sam. She wasn't in Scotland either. Oh. I fixed that problem before we entered the 70. Morpeth for the 60. Halesmere is our next stop in just shy of 20 miles. Maybe Mrs. Jenks is in a costume. Maybe. However, the costume wouldn't be that good. I was willing to go on skin colour and hair colour. And any other costume, well, we can accept that as being part of the development team. You should stay around. I might show you one of our wedding pictures and then you can see what Mrs. Jenks looks like. Or if we get up to 100 subscribers using the game wisp that Scotsman's just notified, then we'll have Mrs. Jenks drive a scenario. Right, we're in the 60, coming up the bank. Oh, it's a clue she's at Reading. I don't think so. Right. Wishes it would make its mind up. So whether it's going to accelerate or slow down. There's no middle ground with this. I can't just put 50% on. Sorry to hear that, Stick. I hope your throat gets better. Morpeth for the 40. Braking fit far too soon. You end up at a point, CK, where all you've got is memories, and unfortunately memory fades. buy films and whatnot. Actually, I think I do know what we used to travel on. I've got a picture of me as a child with a 158 in the background. So maybe it was just 158s. That makes sense now, because I don't remember there being anything different to what runs the line now. Apart from maybe the 170s. Oh, sorry about that, Kate. I hate it when people do that. But they can't let... just because it's not worked out, they can't let you just go your own way. See the power on or power off. Oh, okay. Does when you get... Oh, I'm sure you're not that old, CK. I love... yeah, I think we all do sponge bats. I mean, they're not here to watch me and my amazing personality, so it must be the game. What line are we on? We are on the Portsmouth Direct. 101s and the like. No, I'm too young for the 101s. I can faithfully say I'm too young for the 101s. Yeah, Katie, I won't say I've been through the same because it wasn't my partner, but it was, it happened in the family and a lot of stuff got taken or destroyed. Memories of family members that have now died and photographs that we haven't got of them anymore. We had video recordings that were torn up and cut to pieces. And there's no need for it. It wasn't that person's family. They didn't get anything out of it. It is a real shame when people feel the need to destroy other people in that kind of way. You'll have seen me fail at the game. Oh, well, yeah, we all know I can't play. Right, slowing for the 50, which we're not going to make. We're not going to make it, we're not going to make it, we're not going to... Oh, we've made it. Some heavy braking there. In fact, we're still braking. Release the brakes. No. No. Why are you not... Let's come to a stop then. Look at the view out the window. Let's go. Remember when you used to commute to Brighton and regional railways, the tri-state services to Brighton used to be 150s, and then one day at the station I thought, what's this that's different? 158. It was posh compared to the 150. Just tell the public that we were looking at the cows. Indeed we were. Yeah, so that's what all the strikes have been about, Gary. They're trying to get rid of the guards. And the guards are obviously fighting for their jobs, and the drivers are saying, well, hold on. You know, it's an extra safety mechanism having the guard there. Because, like, for example, if you're at a station with a red, the dispatcher has to check the signal before he can allow you to depart. The guard then checks the signal before he locks the last door, and then the driver checks the signal before he pulls away, by means of the DRS, which he should have put on when he stopped. So each person has a part to play in reducing the risk of a SPAD. And the drivers are saying, you know, you're taking this away from us and you're making the job harder, and then you're going to demand that we do more and that we pay attention more. And basically they're standing by their friends, the guards. Hey Flames, welcome. The conductor. Yep. And then what does the driver do if somebody is walking towards the train when it's moving? Gosh, somebody just ran that. Oh, good. So the guard speaking, sorry for the short delay here, it was due to a swan on the line. I remember that. And the train had to follow it into the station. Remember when they replaced the old DMUs with the 165s? It took 15 minutes off the Slough to Paddington run. The lighting in here isn't very good. I might, in between scenarios, I might knock the closest one out, see if that helps. I normally don't have the closest one on. Right, we're at full power, but we're coming up a 1 in 80, so it's going to be a little while. Right, we got just under 8 miles to Halesby. No, it actually happened, Scotsman. A train was delayed because there was a swan on the line and the swan wouldn't get out the way, and it walked in front of the train all the way into the station until someone could then get down on the track and get it. Hey, Greybird, welcome. Yeah, I know. I didn't know that they'd added it. Maybe they'd figured out how to do it in TSW and they were increasing the realism. You've had shopping trolleys on the line too, a TV thrown on the line. Yeah, people will throw anything on the line. I saw the video, it was hilarious. Here's a question for you. Does anyone know what the benchmark bird is? And yes, in the rail industry they call it the benchmark bird. Do you know which one it is? And why it's called the benchmark bird? with the lighting in here today. Right. Be back in one moment. Do not spad. I'm back. Did we pass any red lights? No, we didn't. I was watching. The shopping trolley was dangerous though, as our driver ran over it. It jolted, came to a stop by it and wrecked the shoes on the front. Let me read this a bit better, hold on. 2 hours before we can move again. Ouch! But luckily the flight was delayed as well. A day of delays that day then, Mr. CK. No, it's not the Eagle. You thought I was going for some cake. Now that's an idea. Ah! Destroying my headphones whilst I'm at it. Let's get this back into the end. There we go. Let's free that up a bit. Benchmark bird. Halesmere has just come on the map. We're supposed to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. Yeah, we're doing our normal southern and running late. Right, we'll start braking at the next signal. Right, we'll ease off though. There we go, start braking. Brakes on this are quite good actually, which is a change for anything on this line. Now you've increased the chances of disaster. Much better lighting. And this is Halesmere. Oh, it was just to go via. Okay, we're not stopping here, guys. Although I want to see what's on the front of that coal train. Unless we've missed it. No, we haven't. It's a 37. A 47 even. Yeah, it's a 47. Is that... We've got to go and have a look. No, it's not Her Ladyship. I was actually doing some research the other day. You know that the Lady of Nebworth is still actually in service. She's not called the Lady of Nebworth, but she is still there. She's with West Coast Trains. Is it a pigeon? No, it's not a pigeon. If you guess why it's called the Benchmark, you might have a chance of getting the rough size of the bird. Hey, that wasn't a fail. I didn't stop. Oh, you guys are mean. Oh, very mean. Would have been a fail if I'd have stopped and let everybody out. I was being precautious of the passengers as I came through. A dove, nope. A blackbird, nope. It's bigger than that. Is it a swallow? No. Oh, it's a lot bigger than a swallow. A swallow's tiny. A magpie, nope. But he thought he was stopping. Yeah, but I found out in time. It's what a driver would do, you see. He might, and then he'd check his clipboard, which would be down here somewhere. And he'd check his clipboard, and then he'd realise he wasn't, and he'd carry on. Crow, no. A woman, no. A pheasant, well done CK. It's a pheasant. Goose, me. It's a pheasant, but why is the pheasant called the benchmark bird? What is it the benchmark of? The albatross, yeah. It is something to do with impacts. Testing windscreens, nope. Damage caused by a strike, yes. What it is no, I'm gonna let you guys work it out. You guys work it out. Why is it a benchmark? Unless none of you know, and then I'll tell you. Right, we've reached the bottom. We're about to come into an 80 zone, so we'll allow the unit to slow down. Shooting damage to the bird, nope. Because it leaves a mark on a bench, nope. Nope. Not the power that the wipers need to clean the blood and the guts. It's a unique situation to the UK, and it's only after reprivatisation that this situation has come about. And it's one of the reasons why ticket prices are so high. It involves money, as everything does. Nope. Puts hands up. Oh, I know. See if the train can go faster than it. Nope. Out on the benchmark thing. Luggage weight. Nope. Oh, stick. You're very close. You are the closest. The closest is the cost of Network Rail repairing the fence and the fine. Actually, yeah, you're almost there. Almost there. Mr. Harrison. Maybe I mean peasants. What it actually is that there's a £200 a minute fine for delays to the rail network, and somebody needs to pay that. So for every train that's delayed by every minute, somebody gets fined. And the way that they work out, there's actually a book, it's about this thick, of all the causes of faults and delays and who is responsible for them. Good evening, Mr. Rogers. And as for animal strikes, obviously birds is quite a difficult one, because unlike sheep or goats that are stuck on the ground, birds can fly. And so the pheasant is the benchmark. If it is smaller than a pheasant and the train stops to see what the damage was, then it is the liability of the train operating company to pay the fines for all of the delays incurred that day. If it is larger than a pheasant, then it is the responsibility of Network Rail to pay the fines for that day. And that's why the pheasant is the benchmark. Right, we're down to 75. How are you this evening, Mr. Rogers? Matt's playing my South Wales coastal scenario. Nice. Is he playing my my other Port Road one? Bearing in mind that's one I wrote specially for him. Chris, how's Jill? Is she feeling better today? Yeah, that is going to empty your wallet. But it's why they are so expensive to buy train tickets. Right, according to this, we're now going to be early. And I like being early. However, we still need to brake heavily for that 25 limit. Ooh, we need to brake heavier than that. A lot heavier. Ooh, gosh. 30. Hey! That's not fair. That started earlier. It doesn't sound pleasant if it's a pheasant. No, it's not pleasant. Yeah, it's basically like that. And I've slammed... Shh, don't tell them. That must be a strong ant. Jill's fine, both good. Ah, lovely. Right, let's let the people off. Get off my train. Control and screenshot. I think CK Sim has to pay the fine then, and it can total into the millions because you have to pay for everything stopped during the day. So I definitely think that it's him that has to pay. Right, I think that's it. I think we're there, and then we get to see our score. If this is 220, we might be in gold territory, guys. Is that me? No. Driving a 4-sig. I think it is. I have no idea. I'm driving that. Well, for you, it's up there. Right away, driver. Oh, okay. We're not done. Go via Woking. Still there. Good, Mr. Harrison. Right, up to... Well, we may as well go straight up to 85 if we can. Is Moobot a real person? Yep, he sits there all day just typing all those messages. He doesn't like talking to people though. He's also quite popular. He watches a lot of channels at the same time. Does a lot of multitasking, does Moobot. Yeah, and Hopes and Dreams, that was another one. They actually had an announcement that listed things that you don't flush down, and after it did all the sensible things, it was like, you know, your ex-girlfriend's love letters, your dead goldfish, hopes and dreams. When Moobot gets angry. When Moobot gets angry, he just shuts down chat and blocks everybody. How are you doing for time? I'm not knocking off the time like I'm supposed to be. Can one of the mods sort that out, please? Explode to boom. Oh. I didn't catch that, Chris. Well done. Maybe that's why it's called Moobot, because of how it often explodes. Right. Straight up to the 90 now. We've got a red light coming up before Woking. We've got to have a red light. That time is not changing at all. Is that yellow? That is yellow. Told ya. How was my day? My day was okay, thank you, Chris. Yeah, let that one through, Scotsman. I had work as normal today, although we didn't have any kids. Thank goodness. Which meant I got a bit of time to do what I needed to do. Right, still nice and slow. Oh, gosh. There's an announcement that goes with it, stick, with the sign, and she reads it in ever such a posh voice. Does that change? No, it was a raindrop. I want to stop, please. Now I want to creep up to the signal. How can I pass in a minute and a half if you're going to have me stuck at this red light? This isn't going to be fair. I might have to claim hacks, because there's no way I can do that in a minute from a stand. You asked the lady out for a date at working. Ooh. People are normally awake there. Right, let's go. Come on. Move. I've got 30 seconds to get through the station. It's not gonna happen. Right, we're in the 40 limit. As we come across the junction. Right, this is a go via. So we're not stopping. We have the green. A lot of commuters are walking late tonight. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, tractor! We're on the main line heading for the capital. We're sure to arrive on time and everyone will be ready for the day ahead. Not if you slam the emergency brakes on. 1,000 points. Yes! Top score, 1,000 points for me. Thank you, DTG, on your terrible scoring.